you want to get into IT and you're trying to figure this out. And so often I hear somebody who's already in IT say to somebody else, go try the certification program. And if you like it, then hey, then maybe IT's for you. There's a problem with this thinking. One, it's going to require you to invest money up front before you even know if this is your thing. So I'm not, in my opinion, you should know. There should be something welling up in you already that says, I like tech. I like to tear things apart. I like to figure things out. I've got that mindset of how does that work, and that extended curiosity that goes into just every little thing that I do with technology. You're the person that when you get your new phone, you're like digging into every feature on your phone. You're like figuring out, oh, can I make the screen go black and white at a certain time? Can I, do this? Can I do that? And you're in there and you're digging. You're digging. You're constantly learning. You become the person that when somebody's got a phone issue, they say, hey, tell me how to fix that. And you're like, oh yeah, I know where that setting is. I've done that before. You're the person that becomes the family person, right? And sometimes that can be a bad thing, because if you don't know what you're doing and things go off the rails, then you can get blamed too. So hey, take it for what it is. But you become the family person that people start asking questions to, right? They're like, what? How do you do that? How do you do this? And so you solve problems. You become the go-to person for your friends. If this is resonating with you, then hey, maybe you need to be thinking about IT. I welcome you. Come join us on this journey. You've got to have somebody pouring into you, though. You can't just be this lone ranger sort of mentality in tech. And I'm going to tell you, I had that for many, many years. I don't have any certifications, by the way. So when we talk about certifications, I want to teach you what the certifications do not teach you. Okay? They're not going to teach you about experience. They're not going to teach you how to think. They're going to teach you facts. And things like that. I think it's a factual nature. It's education, right? It's knowledge based. Let's go down the road of wisdom and experience and figure that out. Now, once you couple wisdom and experience with the certification program, man, that can be powerful. That can be hugely powerful. Fortunate for me, I have not had to do the certification side. I've learned a lot of this pretty much all of it myself. But to say that, I have had people pouring into me along the way. But at first it wasn't that way. I had to figure it out. It was facts. I didn't have anybody pouring into me. My first job in education, nobody poured into me. I basically just had to look stuff up online. Back then it was Yahoo. And then eventually Google came out, and I could use Google, which was way better. So I had to figure everything out. I get to my next school, still really didn't have anybody pouring into me. It wasn't until my third job in education, and I'd switched to other fields as well. Tried stuff at a wind farm, but 3 jobs in education. Finally, somebody was pouring into me. Somebody was putting enough into my glass that I was now able to start pouring into other people. And that's when things really shifted. That's when things accelerated. That's when I was finally able to take all of that stuff that I'd learned, all of that experience along the way, and I was able to apply it in a new way, a new, more meaningful way. I was able to apply knowledge and find parallel issues like that were like completely disconnected from each other, but to think, I've felt this way before. I've been down this road before, and what kind of problem was I solving then, and what kind of problem am I solving now? Can I apply the same principles that I used to solve the previous problem to this problem? And a lot of times that's exactly how I've solved problems now. So now, because of that, we have a tech department that aligns closely with what the business is trying to achieve. We have an incredible amount of automations that we've written. I program. I mean, I haven't certified in any sort of programming language. In fact, I got a D in my programming class at Liberty University, and I got a D in my calculus class. But I've been able to program very reliable code that just sits there and just chews and chews and chews and runs. Automations that have been very rock solid. And it just comes down to having built up that pool of experience across the board, and how you think about solving a problem has got to be different. It can't just be, oh, the book didn't tell me how to do this. Well, I think that's where I've excelled, is because I'm not relying on the book. I'm relying on what I see and what I know from how I've seen it over time, and not leaning into, well, the book didn't tell me which box to click, so I just don't know. And I've seen that. People who go through certification, this is the killer. You get people who go through certification programs, get a lot of certifications, but they can't apply it. They don't know how to apply their knowledge. But they think because their resume is full, they've tricked some employer into hiring them. And now they find themselves very stressed out because they don't actually have what it takes to fulfill the role that they've committed themselves to. Let me help you. I want to help you. Let's get through that. Let's chew through it. Life is hard, and these things are going to be hard, and they are going to be a challenge. But I want you to join us on this journey. I want you to join us in thinking about IT as a community of people that can invest in each other, can pour into each other's lives, and can help us move forward and get past some of these issues. Thank you. Have a great day.